You have seen the recent actions by the federal government in trying to appease the Fulani oligarchy in Nigeria. Let me ask you this question first before I go through what is currently trending now. Have you seen a time the federal government in Nigeria ever rented a shop for an Igbo man to sell his spare parts business? Have you ever seen a time in this country where the federal government ever rented a shop for a Yoruba man to start his artisanship business? Why will President Tinubu start allocating land for the Fulani Herdsmen in the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria? That means the Fulani are going to have a free land in Yoruba, in Igbo, in Niger Delta, in North Central. These are pointers to the fact that we are never a nation. And truly, the Fulanis are above every other tribe in this country. If you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notifications, drop your comments, click the like button, and also share this video. Like and share this video if you are watching for the first time. Because there's a breaking news. President Tinubu has approved 6 geopolitical zones to start this cattle breeding in the whole of Nigeria. The information I'm going to show you on the screen. The bottom line is the fact that the Fulani are not indigenous of Nigeria. That is the bottom line. The Fulanis were not and are not citizens of Nigeria. The Igbos are, the Yorubas. I've always told you, and I will always maintain the fact that I don't believe in one Nigeria. I don't have any apologies for that. If you still believe in one Nigeria, I'm a Yoruba person. Yes. Somebody said your brother is the president. How does that affect me? Till now, the Fulani are still doing what they know how to do best in different parts of this country. As a last month, they were still in Ondo. The Fulani military killed the Yoruba woman in Ondo State. I have always maintained, go and arrest Awolowo in the grave, who said Nigeria is just a mere geographical expression. Nnamdi Azikiwe that believed in one Nigeria, how did he end? Go to Igbo land and compare Nnamdi Azikiwe and Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu. Compare the both of them. Go to Igbo land and ask. Don't forget again, the first people to say they are part of this country was the northern people. They shouted Araba, Araba. We don't want to be part of this Nigeria. Let me give an instance here. Before independence, the North said they were not ready for independence. The North were never ready to be independent. Then why? The British gave them power, give them undue advantage over every part of Nigeria. That no matter who is the president, the North is above every. I'm telling you, it's not about, when Obasanjo was the president, they introduced Sharia law. 12 states in the North. Coming from Zamfara State. Later became president, then it's of Boko Haram. Tinubu now, the best thing is either to go with your system of government. Let everybody manage their resources. This has always been my own opinion. I don't have any sympathy, any apology over it. You are not one. The Fulani does not see you as their brother. Look at Kwara State, which they conquered. The Emir even banned Isheshe in Kwara State. Let me give you another basic example here. You go and read about women's riot. The Igbos, their women were already empowered as that the 18th century. In Yoruba land there, a woman became Alaafin. These are facts. But in the north in today, how many women are going to school? And then somebody is convincing you that you are one with them. Somebody is convincing you that one and indivisible Nigeria, and you believe. Anytime you see me on your screen, if you are not ready for the uncomfortable truth that this country is not one, if you see me on your screen, just go and watch another video. I will always remind you, and there are many pointers to it, and there are many facts that have proven that this country is not one. 38 human beings were slaughtered in Zamfara over the weekend after they paid ransom. That even the US government frowned against it. The US government frowned against that. We have seen many reports, but repentant Boko Haram, repentant bandits, that some of them are even allegedly being brought in to our state architectures. And then you wonder, where will Boko Haram? Don't forget, Jonathan said, good luck, Jonathan said, that Boko Haram are in my government. But the people from the north said, an attack against Boko Haram is an attack against the north. You saw the success of Ejika, the man from the eastern part of Nigeria, who was made the first ever chief of army staff. When he was bombarding this Boko Haram, there were protests across the north that Jonathan wanted to take revenge for what the north did to his Igbo brothers during the Biafra civil war. Jonathan had to remove Ejika from the chief of army staff. Like and share what I'm talking about. Drop your comments. With what is happening, as a Yoruba man, do you still believe in one Nigeria? As an Igbo man, do you still believe in one Nigeria? You saw what's happening even in the north. The Hausas are now complaining, they are now protesting that they don't want this so-called one Nigeria. You saw, for example, I've always maintained, and it is on history, the Fulani came to Nigeria from Senegambia in 1804. They were never part of Nigeria, they stayed. After like 10 years, in 1814, Usman Danfodio began the Fulani jihad, which eliminated the Hausa people and installed Fulani. I want to ask you, my viewers, if you know, drop the name on the comment section. Tell me a president of Nigeria who is an Hausa person. Tell me the name. Drop it on the comment section. If you know any president in Nigeria who is an Hausa man, I would like to know. Drop that name on the comment section. Let me see. Now, in Nigeria, 30 states, 19 states of the north, tell me which governor that's an Hausa person in Nigeria. Drop it on the comment section. Let me see. The Hausas have been completely subdued. They are completely dominated. You saw what happened earlier this week. Oni of Ife and the Sultan of Sokoto were choosing to co-chair the traditional rulers. Where is the place of the Igbos in Nigeria? And when they say they are part of this country, you are saying they are not patriotic enough. Up until now, a Yoruba man can never become an Islamic leader in this country. It must always be the Sultan of Sokoto. Are the Yorubas not Muslim enough? These are the questions I like to engage. It's time to think. Even a Yoruba president now is doing the wishes of the Fulani. I am asking that question, which I asked from the beginning. How many Igbo men are the federal government giving money or giving shots for free? If you know, if you know, post it on that comment section now. How many Yoruba men have the federal government ever given money to start what I say, carpenter, a bricklayer or anything to have shop and to buy tools for his work. How many do you know? Why does it seem that this country was only formed to favor the Fulani ethnic group? Why does it seem that Nigeria is structured to look like a Fulani nation? Nobody is asking these questions, and these are vital questions which should be asked. No matter who the president is, you want to favor the Fulani. To the fact that an eastern governor built a mosque, is being alleged, in the government house, and this year alone, you saw Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State, he gave the Muslims 2.1 billion to go to Mecca. And the PDP said it, and it's on the front page of the Sunday paper then. Who if you gave Muslims money to go to lesser Hajj? These are Igbo dominated states. They are majorly Christians. And I ask that question, have you seen any governor of Kano, of Katsina, or Sokoto that gave Christian money to go to Jerusalem? You mustn't forget that till today, Nigeria is still a member of the OIC, Organization of Islamic Conference. Nigeria is a member till now. Is Nigeria an Islamic country? You're not asking yourself. These are vital questions. We are not fools. Our God has not created us to be fools. Let us think outside the box and ask salient questions. Let us think outside the box and ask questions that nobody has ever asked, nobody will ever ask. These are the problem. I've always maintained, and I'll keep saying it openly and loudly, I don't believe in one Nigeria, and there's nothing called one Nigeria in the first place. Somebody just joined Northern and Southern Protectorate without the knowledge of the indigenous people together for business purposes. Nigeria is being seen as a business ground for Britain. That's why they always say that you must stay in one Nigeria. Britain themselves, the British that are asking you to stay in one Nigeria, that have been watching you, they have left the EU. The Britain themselves, they have left the European Union. Till now, all your leaders go to Chatham House before election. Buhari died in London. Absalami is in London hospital. Ganduje is in London. And then somebody is convinced you that you are one giant of Africa. That you are still an independent nation. Can't you think? The North has held this country down. The Fulani domination of the North is the bane of Nigeria's crisis. The Fulani domination of the North is the bane. There's nothing you can do about it. There's no wishful thinking. You cannot wish a ghost to fly. Nigeria was not structured to prosper. The British structured this country to fail. That's why there are only few rich people. Most people are poor. And your government cannot do anything other to suffer you, to put you in perpetual poverty and perpetual penury. There's nothing you can do about it. Your government was structured to suffer you, to put you in misery and to put you in pain. Only if Nigerians can think. Only if Nigerians can act. Only if we can tell ourselves the truth. That there's nothing called one Nigeria and there's nothing binds us together. Something must bind people together. I'm from Abeokuta, Ogun State. I'm an Igbo man. There's nothing that binds me together with a Fulani man. Nothing binds a Fulani man together with an Igbo man. We are just different. But then we are being joined together by force. And then you see how our previous leaders, they always want to pamper the Fulani because of election vote. Which way Nigeria? So Neo Kozu sang the song in the early 80s. Which way Nigeria? Go back to original system of government, and if it cannot work, Odabo, let everybody answer their father's name. Like and share if you are watching. On your notifications, whenever I'm back on your screen, you are going to see me once again. On notifications, just like and share. Let me comment. What do you think? Do you think live in Nigeria? Will this country ever work? Let me know what you are thinking. I'll be back again on your screen.
In Nigeria, because he's an Igbo man, Igbophobia.
Now let's look at this other angle here. We saw the Ngozi or Abueze led Biafra movement.
Yes,
they opened a Biafran embassy in Washington DC.
Yes,
and we saw many reactions to that. We saw people from the north. They were telling the U.S. government they must shut down the embassy, or they should shut down the embassy. But unbelievable, and it was very shocking. The U.S. government refused to close down that Biafran embassy in Washington D.C. And people are saying this is a step, or this is a recognition, or probably these are indices that Donald Trump is very comfortable with the Biafran people, even more than the northern part of Nigeria.
Of course.
Is this indices?
In Lagos, anywhere you see Igbo people are known with peace.
No,
they are not violent people.
I'm talking about, is this indices that people are now beginning to see this Biafra agitation as something that is noteworthy?
See, Biafra agitation is worthy. That is why in Washington DC it was recognized by giving a warm welcome of their embassy in the whole United States of America, and America stands as #1 country in the whole world. And let me tell you again, Donald Trump is supporting Biafra, and Ngozi Orebeze, in quote, is the person that is diplomatically now pushing the game to where it is now. You can see, if you go to Malaga today, you will see another embassy in Malaga, Spain. So it is no longer a game of Nigeria and something like that. See, Nigeria, anything Nigeria like, let them do. They cannot stop Biafra. Biafra has come to stay. I know all these things that are doing, they are just dancing a dance of shame, playing a game, the last game, which they cannot be able, to cop out, because they think by Fulanizing or incubating Fulanization upon Hope Uzodinma, Pitamba, Soludo, and Wifru will make the Igbos to back out from their agitation. It's not going to work. It's not possible. We have stand on our ground, and negotiation can never be welcomed in any table of Biafra. The only thing that will be welcomed is Biafra flag, Biafra to go. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because he's an innocent person. He has never, and nobody, and I still stand to put it to every Nigerian. If anyone can come out and say, oh, my sister died, my sister was raped, or my family was killed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let that family come outside. But I will tell you, Fulanis, you and I are not breathing. We are sleeping with one eye in our home, various homes, because of what? The Fulanis. And these people have never been tagged terrorists. They have never been seen as people that want to, destroy this nation. They are working freely. But a man that came with the peace, see, Donald Trump has to. He has to, because we are the most peaceful people in the whole world. The Biafrans, the Igbos, we are the most peaceful people in the whole world. Anywhere we find ourselves, you will see peace there. Anywhere you see us, you will see peace. At the same time, you will see contribution of economic growth of that place. You will see development of that place. Igbo man don't hate environment of bush. He hate environment of dirtiness. He hate environment of nonsense. Come to think of it, in Lagos here, go and check where Igbo people are staying. You will agree with me that we keep our environment very clean and neat.
British citizens are told, and we saw that at that interview, last week, they have told the Igbos why they cannot allow them to divide Nigeria. They gave a word. We saw even when Sunday Igboho went to London, the secretary told him, go back to Nigeria and work with other tribes. We cannot allow you to divide Nigeria. Why do you think the Britain or British government does not want this country to be divided and to stay as one and indivisible nation? The Britain.
Listen to me. When you are talking about dividing Nigeria, is Igbos actually trying to divide Nigeria? It's a question, and I will answer it. I ask the question, and I will answer it. And the reason why I will answer it is this: Igbos are not trying to divide Nigeria. Because people misunderstand the Igbos, they misunderstand us. We are not trying to divide Nigeria. Nigeria will continue and Nigeria will remain. But we, the Biafrans, we want to come out from Nigeria. It's not dividing Nigeria. Nigerians know themselves. Yorubas and the Fulanis have been ruling Nigeria. Let them continue their brother, father, parent issue. We, the Igbos, we don't want to remain in Nigeria. It's not division. We want to separate from Nigeria. We don't want to continue partnering with Nigeria because Nigeria is not working. It's working for the Nigerians. It's not working for Biafrans. So we cannot be in a place where that is not working for us. Yes, because one, we are not being recognized. We are being maltreated. We are being cheated. In fact, we are being marginalized. So it's better we live. Let Nigeria continue. We are Biafra, we are not Nigeria. So we are not trying to divide Nigeria. Anybody that is saying dividing Nigeria is making a mistake. Let that person reason well. We are not trying to divide Nigeria. We only try to go our way. Let Nigeria continue.
Finally, we're looking at these other possible angles here. Today, at the Superstar today, I'll just give you a report of that place. It's very important. I must give you a report, my viewers. Our newspaper stand is where we get information from different Nigerians. They have accused the Igbos, other tribes, that the Igbos don't sell land to other communities in this country. We saw that argument this morning at the Superstar. What they have to say that anytime you go to Igbo land, they don't sell their land, but when they come to your land, they want to buy, like for example, they have houses in Lagos, they have houses in Kano, but when you go to Igbo land, they don't want to sell their land to you, that they are not accommodating. They say these are one of the reasons why Igbo can never be allowed to be Nigerian president. I'm talking about what people are saying at the stand here.
Now I will answer you. My beloved brother, you say Igbos don't sell land. Just put it like this, that you don't have money to acquire land in Igbo land. Because the land in Lagos State, did the Igbos force you to sell? Your papa built a house and your papa died. You cannot maintain it because of laziness. You decided to sell your papa property. You put amount, you are going to sell it. Igbo man that have the money, come to buy. Did Igbo man force you to sell your land? Did Igbo man force you to collect the property? You come in agreement of negotiation. You say this is how much, and moreover, you are the one that tell Igbo man to come that your house is for sale. Igbo man never meet you and say, or you take money, come up for here. No, you are the one that put your house, whether your father's house or your own property. You are the one that put it for sale. Then the Igbo man came to buy. Then in Igbo land, as I am now, my land is not for sale. The land I inherited from my father, my ancestral fathers, is not for sale. Will you now force me to come and sell it? No, because I never force you. Igbo man never force you to put your own for sale. It's you that put yourself for your own for sale.